Hey you guys, I want to be really clear about something. I was a huge advocate. I'm very happy that Biden-Harris won. For me, the main issues are how we treat each other and how we treat our world, meaning our physical environment. And those were the candidates who care about that stuff. So for me, top priority. But if you recall, my candidate was Marianne Williamson because she stood for taking apart the system as it's constructed. Yay, my team won. Yay, I think that the issues that are important to me are in much better hands now. I'm still very aware that there are deep pathologies within the system, ones we can see and ones that we will never see because, you know, how was it that Dorothy got behind the curtain and could find that voice? You know, I hope that happens for us. I really, really do, and that we can see the truth of the whole thing. Whether we do or we don't remains the fact that there are deeper, more important, more profound and powerful, potent truths than nation or government or leadership of a moment. And from those places, we can enact much greater change than a clunky bureaucracy can. And, you know, I think that the scope of the mainstream conversation is a fraction, and I'm talking like 8, 10%, 2%, like a small fraction of what's possible. Like, yay, hooray, issues of gender identity are, you know, becoming legally protected. Like, you know, I celebrate it because good job, people, but at the same time, like, there is so much more to do and so much further to go that, like, you know, I'm penetrating in my vision. I'm broad in my vision. I'm comprehensive. For, you know, anybody who cares, Aquarius, the sun's in Aquarius, and this is the age of Aquarius, or whatever label we put on it, there is so much more. And I beg you, I beg you, I beg you to acknowledge the mainstream conversation as cute. It's something, but there is so much more. And in the so much more, I ask you to anchor yourself and be there and stay there and don't ever go away from there. It was a moment. We had to get the guy who was going to make sure that, you know, oil pipelines didn't continue being built through sacred indigenous lands and water sources for many people. Like, fundamental, basic logic. But stay in the deeper truths, in the things that are more real and more true and more important and more profound at affecting, at bringing about the actual change, the scope of the change, the breadth of the change. Like, I'm getting close to 40 years old. I don't know how many more decades. I don't even know if I have another day here in this world. I want to see some real big things happen. And I think that we're on an increasing trajectory to have that happen. I think because more and more of us are waking up to, you know, what's true and what's not true. The system is the system, and it was a construct of humanity, and I believe the ideologically nice parts of humanity, but in action, yeah, like, all right, that. I also want to say one more thing, which was kind of the inspiration of this whole thing. It's amazing how I got so far away without mentioning it. I saw that photo where the previous leader of the United States, crossed out coronavirus and wrote China. I don't think that was a racist move. I think that that was as far as he could go in communicating intelligence that he knows, which leads me to this whole conversation of whatever is going on in there, keep yourself in a good place, in a clean place, and send, I don't know. Yeah. Let's get to work on ourselves, on our relationships, on our communities, act in the best ways that we can on our local level, and, pass the torch, pass the light, be the light for one person today, or be a little bit of a brighter light, just by the power of intention and desiring to do so. Like, probably we're already giving at our maximum, but if we ground in a little bit deeper and say, today I want to love you more, and today I want to love you better, and you give your kid or your kitty that kiss with that extra love, I believe that has power. So, power to the people, power to our hearts, and here comes the light. I love you.